Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Learn Competitive Programming with CodeChef. If you are interested in competitive programming and want to learn and master data structures and algorithms, then this is a one-stop destination for you. Every week we'll post CodeChef problem explanations, conceptual videos on various programming paradigms, and also conduct live problem-solving sessions. But before we actually get started, here's a reminder to hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet already. Great, now that you have subscribed, let's get started. Today we are going to solve the problem false number, which is a cakewalk problem and it belongs to the June lunchtime. So let us see the problem statement. In the problem statement, it is given that we have a number a and the length of this number is n. So the length of number a is equals to n and we have a number w. The length of this number will be n plus 1. Now, from this given number a, we have to form this number w. And what are the conditions that are involved in forming this number w? So, we just have to add one single digit in this number a, increasing its length to n plus 1 in such a way that this w is the smallest number possible when we add another digit in a. So this w has to be the smallest possible number of length n plus 1, which we are forming from this particular number a. Now how can we do that? So let us take an example. Suppose a is equals to 569. So in this case, if you have to add one digit to this number a in such a way that the new number that will be formed, that is w of length n plus 1, which will be formed, will be the smallest equivalent of this number. So the smallest number that we can think of is that the smallest digit that we have is 0, right? So if we place 0 in the starting, then we can say that this will become the smallest number. But if you see in the question, then it is given that there should be no leading zeros there, without any leading zeros. So definitely we cannot place a 0 in the starting of a number. So the second smallest digit that we have is 1, right? So if we place this 1 in the starting of this number a, then that will be the smallest possible number that we can have. Now think about it. If we place 0 after the first number, then it is going to form 5069, which is way greater than 1569. If we place 1 after 5, then definitely whatever number we place after the first digit, it is always going to lead to a larger number than 1569. And we cannot place a 0, so our only and only choice will be to place this digit 1 in the starting, and this is what we are going to do in most of the cases. But there is a special case, such as if a is equals to 178. If suppose a is equals to 178, meaning the a itself means the number itself is starting from 1. So now can we use 1 and form the smallest digit? Let us see. If we add a 1 in this a, meaning if we make it 1178, then definitely it looks like it will be the smallest number. But you are forgetting that we have a 0 here, which can form even the smaller number than using this digit 1. Now where do we use this 0 is the question. So we cannot use this 0 before 1. We cannot form the number as 0178. This will be wrong, right? So now the second place where we can place this 0 would be after 1, right after the first digit. That means we are forming 1078. Now compare. 1078 is smaller or 1178 is smaller? So definitely 1078 will be a smaller number. So W will be equals to 1078. So you see that there are two conditions in this question. The first condition is that if the first digit is any digit except 0 and 1. So if the first digit is any other digit from 2 to 9, then we will place a 1 in the first place, and this will form the smallest number w that we will need. Otherwise, if the first place in A is 1, then in that case we will place 0 in the second place. Then it will form the smallest number W. So these are just the two cases that we need to follow. And also you must be wondering that what if A is equals to 1 0 0 0? What if this is the case? In that case also, if you place any other number anywhere, this is just going to increase our number. But the smallest number that we can make after adding a digit to this would be to add another 0, right? So we can just follow this same case, that place a 0 in the second place and then continue with the number whatever we had, right? So this will be the smallest number possible if we add one digit to it. So guys, this was the problem solution. I hope you have understood it. Now let us see the input, output and constraints. So here the first line of input is an integer which will tell us the number of test cases. For each test case, we will have a single integer A that will be given to us. And from A, we will have to form our number W. For each test case, the output will be a single line string representing the answer to the problem. So it's written string here because in this A, we are supposed to add another digit. So when we add this digit, then it will definitely become a string because we are not performing addition operation. Instead, we are concatenating one number into an existing number. That is why it is written the string representing the answer to the problem. That is, you are supposed to print W that you will form out of A. Then the constraints, you can see the number of test cases are 100. Now one thing to notice here is that A1 is not equal to 0. It means a number can never start like this. So A can never be equal to a number like this. The first place cannot be 0. It will always start from 1, or it can be any other digit but not 0. Now this A exactly means the number A can be up to 5,000, not more than that. Now here we are just concatenating a single digit to form W, right? So what will be the time complexity? The time complexity will be order of 1 here because we are not performing any looping operations of that sort. We are just picking one digit and we will add it to A to make our W. So the order of 1 will be the time complexity. Now, this was a very simple problem. If you want to solve tougher problems, then I suggest that you have a look at the Unacademy app where CodeChef conducts a lot of free live classes and we have a repository of content there. So if you like that content, then you can also take the plus subscription of Unacademy and move ahead to your goal of enhancing your competitive programming practice. Now, let us see the code. Now, the code will be in C++. So it is a pretty simple code. First, we will take input for number of test cases. For each test case, we will input a string. So instead of using an integer, I have used a string here because it is more convenient to us, because we need to check that for the number given to us, what is the first digit of the number. So that can be easily done if we take the input of the number in the form of a string. Now, we just need to check if the first digit in the number is 1, then we are simply replacing it with 0. And we are replacing it with 0 because we want that the second place in the number W, which is of length n plus 1, should be 0. So till here, till this if condition, the length of our number will remain the same. It will be n because we have not added any new digit. We have just replaced the first digit to be 0. Now, in this print condition, in this print statement, you can see that we are adding 1 in the starting plus s. We are concatenating the string that we had formed and that we had replaced with 0. So, if it is a 1 in the first place, then it will be replaced by 0 and a 1 will be added before it. So, we will get our answer. And suppose if the string does not have the first place as 0, then also we need to add 1 in the first place, right? So that is what is happening in this print statement. So both ways, in both cases, we are going to get our answer in this form. So guys, this was the code. I hope that you have understood it well, and if you understood it, then please like the video, and if you have any doubts, then please post them in the comment section.